We're going to have a look at the 4 schools model of a new curriculum, and the way this will work will be quite simple. We'll split the existing school into 4 separate schools. So each school will have 2 English teachers, 2 maths teachers, 2 science teachers, a modern foreign language teacher, a humanities teacher, PE, CPA, tech, half ICT, and then 2 spare teachers who will come obviously from these faculties. Each school will have 180 learners in there, which is 36 learners per year, 72 learners in Key Stage 3 and 108 learners in Key Stage 4. All 180 of those learners in Key Stage 3, so it's 72 as they go through, will only ever see these teachers whilst they're in Key Stage 3. In Key Stage 4, all the learners in Key Stage 4, all 108 of them, will only ever see these core teachers. But to allow for specialist teaching in options groups in Key Stage 4, options will be taught at the same time in the schedule. So you'd have options happening, let's say, for example, on a slot of 3 lessons on the Monday afternoon and a slot of 3 lessons at the end of Wednesday afternoon, and all 4 schools would have their options at those times to allow for specialist teaching in Key Stage 4. There are some interesting opportunities here. Obviously, we could timetable as now, and in fact that might be the best way to start the year, have people timetabled in these 4 schools as per now. And the timetable would work because you have only 180 learners with 13 odd members of staff. Or you could organise your teaching for core or for other subjects by year, ability, effort and independence, because you are an independent school with only 180 learners in there, and you could set your timetable as you wish. Or you could timetable as now and collapse sessions for days and weeks or half days, and so long as you avoided that options area, then that would work perfectly. So you could have 2 days doing science for Key Stage 3. The advantage is that because there are very few staff to consult and only 36 learners per year group for trips, the timetable becomes incredibly flexible. So the decisions of when things are done are really decided by our 13 members of staff. You are thinking there may be some issues, so let's have a quick look at those issues. The main issues that immediately spring to mind and come out of this are that specialist rooms and facilities which exist, like tech rooms or CPA rooms or what have you, would belong to the school. So in this case, that tech teacher may be a graphics teacher and therefore own that graphics room. I use the term whilst doing air bunnies of own. And therefore use by other members of staff and the other schools for these specialist facilities would need to be negotiated. We'll also see that there are some non-specialist teaching in Key Stage 3, because obviously we have a shortfall in skills, let's say for humanities. A humanities teacher would need to teach geography-ish units, history-ish units, RE-ish units, and similarly tech teachers would have to teach their different subjects, and science teachers would have to be cognizant of both biology, chemistry and physics and geology and everything else. Of course, I'm now being slightly flippant, but of course there may be a solution for team on deck And of course, the other thing is there may be some solutions in terms of these shared teachers, which we mentioned earlier at the bottom of our area, of our school staffing. So that's how the school would work. Lots of questions, and I hope we'll be able to answer them soon.